First couple years of your career, you would say stuff like, my life is like a movie.
Everything just happened so fast, and like you said, and I've said it before, yeah, my life is like a movie.
Born in Cameroon, Joel Embiid has created a real-life movie. In 10 short years, he's gone from a kid who knew nothing about basketball to an NBA superstar.
Philadelphia 76ers select Joel Embiid from Yaoundé, Cameroon, and the University of Kansas.
Joel Embiid! There's one thing, you're next! Trust the process! There you go, Joel Embiid!
Joel's first loves growing up were soccer and volleyball. A Delaware Valley native captivated his mind.
I don't have like a actual memory. The first time I actually remember just watching it and actually paying attention to it was the finals. Lakers, Celtics.
It's a moment in a game that kids dream about as they're growing up, learning the game of basketball.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles. The LA Lakers, the 2010 NBA champions.
That's how Kobe became my favorite player.
Joel Embiid tonight will be wearing number 24 to honor the memory of Kobe Bryant.
I'm sure everybody says that, Kobe was the idol. When you look at, my story, I started playing the game, and when I did, back in 2010, watching the finals, Lakers against Celtics, that was the turning point of my life. I don't think if it wasn't for, that moment, I don't think I would have been here. That's why it meant a lot for me. I had a chance to actually go pro early and go to Europe and probably be a professional volleyball player. So, at 16 years old, he finally gave me the opportunity to, just try it out and start playing. And from there, my coach in Cameroon played a huge role in, what I became. Because the first tape that he gave me, and I think it was a DVD, it was, it was about Akeem Olajuwon. The way he moved on the basketball court, like he just felt like he was dancing, like he was art. Like he was just fun to watch, like the way he shook his body, the way he moved, everything he did. So that was the first one that I really got into, and that I really started watching and, try to kind of become like him. And from there, watching his tapes, I actually didn't get into trying his move. I remember a lot of people talk about my shooting touch, and I always thought that it came from, the first move that I ever did. It wasn't a hook shot. It was not, typical big man move. It was, the dunk fadeaway. I used to go, off one leg, take a dribble, spin, and, fade away off one leg just like Dirk. And as I kept doing it, I just kept getting used to it, and he just became, consistent. I'm a student of the game. That's how I got better in such a short amount of time. I'm the type of guy that, if you show me something, I just need to see it once or twice and I'll be able to do it. I guess it's just one of, my qualities. And that's probably one of the main things that helped me a lot. Just because of how fast, I picked up everything. And I watch film at home, at the gym, right before the game, in the bus, anywhere really. Like I'm always on my phone, anytime, I'm not doing anything, I'm usually watching something basketball related.
He's one of the smartest players I've been around, both on and off the court, and he puts in the effort. The reality is, if you're as great as him, one of the top few players in the league, you don't get there without having everything, both the physical tools, the basketball IQ, and the work ethic. And he has all three, and that's why we're seeing his MVP season this year.
I think the basketball IQ is a part of my game that I don't think people pay attention to, and especially defensively. Offensively, I still got ways to go, but I'm still on the court, being able to read plays before they happen. But where it really takes over is on the defensive side of the ball. Where the way I place myself, the way I move, the way I guard pick and roll, the way I guard guys, especially when they're coming off picks, or if they're gonna try to attack me. Just giving them space sometimes to make them think that they got an advantage over me when they really don't, I just use that to my advantage. So, when I'm being guarded, guys tend to be, very physical with me, and that's not the right way to approach it. That's the way I usually take advantage of it, because if you're gonna try to be physical and you're gonna put your hands all over me, I'm just gonna, use it to get to the free throw line. I can just do my thing and just, being a bully, or, just get any shots that I want.
I don't think you can appreciate his basketball IQ until you're around him. Very clever, very smart, understands defenses. Offensively, there's no position on the floor that he can't see, that he doesn't feel. I mean, he has the rare ability that very few players have. They're skilled, they're athletic, they're smart, and they have feel. Very few players walking earth have all those. And Joel has them all. He studies his opponent's game. He understands when we're playing a team what they do well, what they're doing, what they're going to try to do for him. Are they going to trap him? Are they going to front him? Are they going to guard him single coverage, which he doesn't see very often anymore? So that's another area of preparation, though, that great players have to put in. Again, people think they show up and play. They don't. They put a lot of work into it.
Wednesday night in March, Joel went off against the Chicago Bulls, scoring 50 points and cementing himself in the 2021 MVP race.
What's it like to play with Joel Embiid in his prime?
Oh man, it's an honor, really. I mean, when you look at a guy like that, how dominant he is on the floor, and just his ability to make plays and to score out there. I'll tell my kids one day I was playing with Joel Embiid. And, when they ask who's the best player you play with, I said it's Joel Embiid. So
45 seconds to go. Embiid, step back jumper, you bet! Joel Embiid!
He has been a man on a mission all night long.
Well, I think it's just rare to have a player elite on both ends of the floor. Frankly, you can count on one hand the number of players in NBA history who could do that. And to have him be someone who's our go-to guy on offense while consistently handling double teams, and at the same time completely shut the other team down. I mean, it's mind melting to watch most of the time.
Yeah, this is the MVP for me, and I think one area that we don't talk much about is how much more you can trust him now to make great decisions in the post.
Joel Embiid looks special. He looks like an MVP. I know it's a guard-dominated league, but Embiid dominated Dallas last night, 36 points, just like he's been dominating everyone he's faced all season long. Embiid is playing with an edge this year. He's hungry.
I think he's a fabulous big man, and sometimes when you see things that can make people better, sometimes you just say it out. And when you see a guy with that much talent, a lot of times you want him to assert his dominance. So now he's playing the way he's supposed to be playing, and what do you know? MVP talks for Joel Embiid.
In September, Joel welcomed his first child, Arthur, into the world. Fatherhood has been transformative.
It's been, at times it's been challenging because, I'm a family man. I like to be, around my family, especially being a new dad. Part of my mindset this year is also because of him. Just being a dad. I just wanted to I just wanted him to kind of see that, his dad was, I guess, pretty good. I want to win. I want to win MVPs. I want to win championships. So I just wanted him to see his dad at his best. So that's part of the reason why, this year, I just wanted to go out and just dominate every single minute I'm on the floor, and just to make him proud, and just to kind of also raise the ball. I don't want him to play basketball, but I want him to be a soccer player. But if he decides that he wants to get into sports and become a basketball player, I want him to, I want him to also be better than me, so I kind of want to raise the bar just to make it challenging. And it goes to, growing up, my dad was in the Army. He's a colonel in the Army, but he also played sports, and he played handball, and he was one of the best in his sports. So I used to go watch him, and he was tough, and people were afraid of him, and he was really good. So I always looked at it in a way that, I want to be better than him. So anything that I do nowadays is also because I'm like, I saw my dad, I saw how dominant he was in his sports. So I want to be better than him. So I also want the same thing for my kid.
The main thing on Joel's mind this season is winning it all. For years, he's trusted the process. Now he's ready to finish it.
There's a higher ceiling for him, I can tell you that. And if he reaches that, goodbye league. I mean, I don't know how you would deal with him on a daily basis. No one can deal with him now, So if there's a higher place that he can go, and I believe there is, then watch out. It's going to be amazing to watch.
Me playing at this level, we're winning. We got a huge opportunity to win the whole thing. Everything just happened so fast, and like you said, and I've said it before, my life is like a movie. Like, you just, everything after the other just happening so fast, and a great ending of the story would be to win the whole thing. Thank you.